Hi guys, I'm sure you're wondering. Before we start today's episode, we're going to go through my makeup routine together. Lego. That's it. And now that everything is set, we can go right ahead and start the show. Hello and welcome on the E.B.U.N show. I say welcome to every woman and the men who love them. First, let me apologize for the intermittent breaks we've had in between episodes of the E.B.U.N show, but that just made your girl a power woman. But that's not the gist for today. I'm going to be telling you about it much later, but well, I bagged the certification and there are so many things that are good to come. So, why are we here today? I'm here because of some of the things I hear about, especially from single ladies against married women. Really? In your own mouth. Like saying, you see girls that are fine, once they get married, they don't package themselves well. Or when you hear that a married man is cheating, you say, hey, it's because the woman is not this, the woman is not that. I'm like, really? First, let me tell you that you don't put your mouth in what you have not been a part of. Like, if you've never experienced something, you are not in the position to start postulating or castigating or criticizing. I brought fights today because I mean enough is enough. So the one I hear the most is married women, once they have one child or two children, you see them dress anyhow, they are not sexy. Like, first, the question is, why should they be sexy? Do you know the meaning of sexy? Who are they trying to sell markets to? Okay, so for instance, maybe in your house, you wear shorts, bum shorts, you wear bra tops, and you're free to walk around. Even that, some will say morally it's not okay to walk half naked around or something, but in the name of sexy, you say that's the way you dress when you're single. But do you think it is actually proper for a married woman? You are living in a compound of 4 families, and then you are all about in your pants in the compound. You want to go and pump water Doesn't make sense. So no, because as a single, you had nobody to answer to. Like you had nobody's dignity to cover or to protect. But it is respect for your husband that you do not show your nakedness to another person. Because you were brought up and you're downstairs and the next person is looking at everything from, it doesn't make sense. And what you guys don't know is some married women are the sexiest in their homes, like within the four walls of their own houses. For instance, I'm in something very scanty. Matter of fact, I say I'm a nudist in my house. Sometimes if you see me in my house, bomb shorts, I don't even, okay, let me know. But then the courier guy comes and instead of having to put on the jean, I just throw on something like maybe an abaya. And so one silly girl sees me downstairs and says, why do this married women? But you don't know what is under. What is under can kill a man. Do you understand me now? You get me now? That's what we're trying to say, because you don't owe that. You don't owe your nakedness to any. And in this world where we feel if you're not half naked, you're not attractive, you're not well packaged. Of course, this is not an excuse for people to just dress anyhow. Then another thing is, when you have children, you know that anything that brings you comfort is what you want. You want something free, you want something a bit loose, you want flats, because you are running around in the house. You're running around, and yes, you have children, even one. Maybe the baby is crying now, you just, I'm going to be giving you typical examples. So you just served your children's food and you're saying, okay, maybe you want to go and pick one spoon or something. Before you come back, they've thrown their cereal on the floor. While you are packing that, another one has peed. How? Like, how do you even want to be put together in such a situation? So when you see women like that, it is not, they were once all well put together. But you see, when you take care of children, you think about so many things. Your time is not your own. The hangout you used to enjoy, it is no longer your own. We're not complaining. It has become reality, but it is what it is. I'm just saying, before you say this is how to do it, this is how, you are not in it. And the fact that you have lived with someone who has children before does, because they are not your responsibility yet. It's just responsibility by relationship, if there's anything like that. You just have an idea, because I've lived with someone, you can do it. I helped her take care of her child, I helped her take care of her children. It is not the same thing as those children being your own. So cut some married women slacks. Cut those slacks. It is becoming annoying. You get on Instagram and people are saying you two should have. Really? Where, like, when some of us were in Sango, who are you? Like, what are you? Can you even look at our faces? I will not try. Like, we owned the Igboro when we were there. We owned it. They could not breathe. We pressed their neck. Why am I talking like it's paining me? But honestly, you just don't open your mouth and trash people. Like, if you see the hair that is under this wig, you will run. All the lines have closed. Now, is it because I'm dirty? No. But because before I step out of the house to say I'm going to the salon, it has to be a time that is convenient, because I'm factoring in the closing time of the children. When the children are back from school, I can't go anywhere. Those who are working, they've been out since sometimes 4 a.m., 4:30, 5. Thank God for remote work. But not all jobs are even remote at the moment. So they go to work. You know, as a single, even if you come back 6, you can just from work to the salon, you call your stylist, sometimes 7, even sometimes 8, you walk into the salon. Your schedule permits it. But for a woman who closes 6, has to run back home, gets back home, you know, that time you say try to relax when you get, they can't, because even while they're sitting down, they're thinking about what meals are the children taking to school the next day, do they need fruit, their assignments and everything. And sometimes you even say, hey, employ the services of a maid. It is not that easy. It is not everything a maid will be able to do for you. And I know I'm talking here and there, but I know a lot of people will be able to relate. Another thing is, marriage is a typical example of what I ordered versus what I got. So most of us, when we're getting married, we buy sexy lingerie, underwears, like we'll kill our husband. Like once it comes like this, you'll be in that red panties and bra, you put cucumber, you put fruit, you put honey. Ira, lori, like, say, four. Sometimes I've even seen some discussions on social media where the husband gets some like newlyweds and the wife is all laid down and the husband is like, kilo share. Why are you like why are you like this? Or you put rose in your mouth, you're at the door and you're like, welcome honey. Even the husband will say, show bad, like not literally, but in his mind it's like, are we all good? Like, are you fine? I'm not saying don't be romantic when you should be. I'm not saying don't put some spice, but I'm just saying that those pictures we have in our mind of always being such a fierce kind of thing, it is not always the reality. Yes, you buy those things. There was it my birthday or Jerry Rival, where one of my friends and my husband, like they planned and they got me one very sexy green pin-up. I don't even know what to call it. I've only worn it twice in this lifetime. You know why? Because sometimes you even are careful what you wear in the presence of the children, because they are asking you. Now they know private parts. Shemilori will tell me, "Mommy, cover your private part." I'm like, who are you? But really, because you tell them to cover their private parts, you have to live by example. And sometimes you have people in your house. Maybe you have a maid and you're even too ashamed to wear it. And even if you wear it, the purpose of wearing it, how? Like in the Nigerian setting, how? So it is not, this episode is not about excusing our carelessness. Oh, you know me now. I try my best to appear my best. So it is not even an excuse to water down how you appear. Moderately, as a married woman, the things you can do, you need pedicure, you need manicure, please go ahead and do it. You want to own fine wigs, go ahead and do it. Ghana weaving, weave your hair, park it. I'm saying this episode is not about excusing being dirty, being shabby, but I'm just saying, as married men, as singles, cut these women some slack. And see, the bottom line is God should give us partners who have the fear of God, because it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes there are no excuses why men would look outside or be promiscuous. You see men with fine wives who do everything. Some don't even work. All they do is just to look good for the husband. Yet, upon still on still. So, and you see, there was a time I encountered a so-called side chick, and she was giving all the reasons why this married man was with her. And she said things like, even the woman too, it's not as if the man wants to do it, but the woman, you need to see her. She's so big, she's so bloated. And I'm like, really? Guess what? Even the side chick has a side chick. You don't understand. This side chick that is talking is probably the main side chick. There are other side chicks. So I asked her, if you said the man is with you because of how the woman appears, yes, I'm not saying it is not true, but why does he have other girlfriends aside you? You don't even have children. You do everything. You have the most expensive wigs. You do everything you should to look this good. Why does he have other girlfriends? Don't you think about it? I've said it. Bottom line is, we pray for partners who have the fear of God, and you women too, do all you can to look your best, but do not let anybody put you under pressure. But please, before you go, remember to subscribe, like, and share, and let me know in the comment section the things you have heard in this life, the things they have accused married women of this life. Okay, bye.